Now we need to write remainders as decimals. So first we have 18 divided by 5. We can write this out as a short division. 18 divided by 5 is 3 remainder 3. So we can write the 3, but to write the remainder 3, what we need to do is extend our dividend with a point 0. We haven't changed the question here because 18.0 is the same as 18. But now we can write our remainder 3 in front of the 10th digit. But first, what I like to do is copy the decimal point up into the answer and then write the remainder. So now 30 divided by 5 is 6, so our answer is 3.6. We know that 18 divided by 5 is 3 remainder 3, but what we did here was extend our dividend with a point 0, copy the decimal point into our answer, and write the remainder 3 in front of the 10th digit, so we could write the remainder as a decimal. We also know how to write remainders as fractions. 3 remainder 3 is the numerator, then the denominator is the divisor. And that makes sense because 3 and 3/5 is the same as 3 and 6/10. 3/5 and 6/10 are equivalent, and that's why when writing the remainder as a decimal we get 6/10. Now we have 13 divided by 4. We can write it out as a short division, but 13 divided by 4 is 3 remainder 1. So we need to extend our dividend with a point 0, copy the decimal point up to our answer, then write our remainder 1 in front of our 10th digit. So now we have 10 divided by 4. That's 2 remainder 2. So we can write 2 in our answer line, but we need to extend the dividend with a 0 and write the remainder 2 in front of the 100th digit. Again, we haven't changed the question because 13.00 is the same as 13, but now we can write our remainder from dividing our tenths in front of our hundredths. So now 20 divided by 4 is exactly 5 with no remainder, so our answer is 3.25. So we know that 13 divided by 4 is 3 remainder 1. We had to write the remainder 1 in front of our tenths, but then when we divided our tenths we got a remainder as well, so here we had to extend to the hundredths. This also makes sense if you know that as a fraction 13 divided by 4 is 3 and 1/4, with the remainder as the numerator and the denominator as the divisor. And that makes sense because 1/4 as a decimal is 0.25. Finally, we have 15 divided by 2. That's 7 remainder 1, so we can write the 7, extend with a point 0, and write the remainder 1 in front of our tenths after copying the decimal point up into our answer. Now 10 divided by 2 is 5, so our answer is 7.5. So we know that 15 divided by 2 is 7 remainder 1, and to get that as a decimal we extended with a point 0 and wrote our remainder in front of our tenths. It also makes sense if you know that 15 divided by 2 is 7 and 1/2 as a fraction, because 1/2 is the same as 5/10. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that was helpful. If you're a teacher or a parent, then please subscribe or go to keystage2maths.com to download resources for this lesson and many more. That's all for now. I'll see you in the next video.